This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Hello and welcome to Red Pill of the Day with Pastor O. I'm so excited about this series that we are doing right now, where we are talking about favor is not random, and I'm putting before you the keys for you to unlock favor in your life every day. We keep talking every day. We come in the last 12 or 13 days. I thought this was going to be a 12-part series. We are now at part 14. Okay, because I wanted to give you each of those 10 keys I had promised, and we are just in key number 10. So we have maybe 3 more parts coming after this. But I want to encourage you, if you have not been following the different parts of this series, you want to start from part 1. You want to subscribe to our channel so that you can watch the playlist and get an alert every time I go live to share the a Red Pill of the Day. Or you can like our page on Facebook, or more importantly, you want to join the Red Pill Club. It's a special group on Facebook where we share ideas about how you can transform your body, soul, and spirit, mostly in a contrarian way, challenging some inherited beliefs that are not true, and encouraging you to embrace the truth in a way that will set you free. Today, we are going to be talking about favor is not random, part 14. And we are going to be talking about key number 7. We have established that favor is not random, that there's nothing like unmerited favor, that before you can expect favor, there must have been some seed you have sown in the ground. All right, so and then we talk about the keys to make sure for you to be able to unleash favor in your life on a regular basis without waiting to go to vigil. Vigil alone will not make it happen. We established that. So key number 7 is what we are sharing today. And of course, that is the key of sowing and giving. You can attract favor on a regular basis in your life without playing spiritual lottery with it by your sowing and giving. We all read this stuff, but we don't really think about it that way. Luke chapter 6 verse 38 says, when you give, God will cause men to favor you. Because God is not going to come down from heaven to come and bless you. He's going to send people. Galatians 6:7 says, God is not mocked. For whatever you sow, that you shall also reap. Also in the Old Testament, we are told in Genesis 8:22, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest shall never cease. I don't know. Many of us know these verses by heart. We can quote it. But do you think about it? You know these verses, but you are still playing Aradite with your life. You don't bless anybody. You don't give to anybody unless they give you first. And you are wondering why you're not experiencing favor regularly. Go and look at those who get favor all the time. They are master givers, and I'm not just talking in money. They give of their time, if that is the give of themselves. Those who do not sow will not reap. If you are not a sower, you can go pray all you want. God cannot honor that. That's what I'm trying to say. There is nothing. Favor does not stand on nothing. Don't be deceived. Whatever you sow comes back to you multiplied. Favor is therefore a seed you must learn to sow for yourself. It's a powerful key to unlocking favor, blessings in your life, where you're not just hoping whether it will come or not come. When you sow constantly, it becomes inevitable for favor to chase you down constantly. It's the law of life. As long as earth remains, earth is still here. Seed time and harvest shall never cease. So you have to ask yourself, how many people have you favored this month with your time, with your money, with your intelligence, even with your presence? That is what is determining the kind of favor you are getting. How many people have you surprised with your favor? How many people, what you sow is what you reap? It is so commonsensical, both in the spirit and in the physical, that I'm surprised those who don't give are expecting. If you never go and visit people who just had a baby, you had your own baby and you're wondering, not so many people came to visit you. You don't go out of your way to help people and you're wondering why nobody ever goes out of their way to help you. Universe operates that way. This law of the seed is sown into the universe. If you are not a giver, there is no amount of fasting and praying that can make you be a receiver. Just like if you don't sow corn, you cannot go to harvest to your field and say you want to reap corn. It is so fundamental in everything. If you want to be experiencing all-round favor in your life, if you don't want to keep playing spiritual lottery in your life, whether it will happen or it will not happen, commit yourself to be a sower. And I'm not just talking about giving money in your church. I'm not talking about giving money. I'm talking about sowing into others, sowing into what you are expecting. If you want success in your business, you got to sow the hard work. You got to sow the principles of success. You got to learn how to do it better. If you want to create products, you got to sow the sweat, the energy into learning how to sow. The problem in the church is that many of us don't want to do that sowing time. We are very big on harvest time, as if harvest will just come from the air. We don't want to do the hard work that requires. That's what is happening to us in Nigeria. Everybody wants a good society, but nobody wants to sow what it takes to it. We all want a clean environment, but we are not ready to sow the self-control that prevents us from throwing stuff from our car. You eat something on the road, you just drop it. You are in your car, you finish drinking a bottle of, you just throw it out on the window. You just finish something that is wrapped in paper. It doesn't occur to you that not to throw it out, you just throw the paper out. Then you are wondering tomorrow, why is your environment dirty? Everybody says Nigeria is corrupt, for instance. It is what we sow that we are reaping. We sow corruption and we are wondering, why is the country corrupt? Somebody who has stolen money, come and start asking for your votes to vote for him and gives you a little money out of the money he has stolen, and you voted for him, and you are wondering, why is he still corrupt tomorrow? You are saying you want a corrupt-free society, but you went to a place and they are telling you have to give them bribe before they can attend to you. You say you don't want to waste your time. You know, if you don't give them money, they won't attend to you. So you succumb to the bribery. Then you are wondering, why is bribery thriving in your nation? It's the same way everywhere. Whatever you sow, you're going to reap. We all saw it in America. When you operate as a way as if you don't care about people, even though you have good policies, if you are not sensitive to people's needs, then people cannot be sensitive to you. I don't want to keep mentioning names so that we don't make this too political. My point is, whatever you sow, you're going to reap. And whatever you vote for, you're going to live with the consequences that come with that. For those of you who have voted, it's the way it is. So a powerful key, remember, we are giving you keys to make sure you experience all-round fruitfulness in your life. You experience favor as something that is definite, not something that you're just hoping that God is the God that will bless. He will bless when he wants to bless. God blesses you based on how well you sow. That is why even those who don't recognize God as a person, when they follow the principles of sowing, they reap. Even an unbeliever, when he sows corn, when he goes to his farm at harvest time, he's going to reap harvest of corn. You know why? Because the law of sowing and reaping is woven into creation. When you obey that law, you are going to get your harvest, regardless of your spiritual belief. It's just the way it is. So if you want great things to be happening to you regularly, on a regular basis, you have to keep pressing the key of sowing and reaping. You cannot be stingy and then wonder why nobody is generous to you. Some of you never give anything for free. You want somebody to give you before you can ever give back to them. So you are wondering, how come you don't experience favor on a regular basis? That's why you are not pressing the key of sowing and reaping, or sowing and giving. There is no other thing about it. You got to sow. You know, I wrote a whole book about it, What Happened to My Harvest. And I'm going to encourage you to go look for that book on Amazon. It's called What Happened to My Harvest. I discuss the principles for you to sow properly, because the key of sowing also has its own rules. If you don't sow well, you are not going to get the harvest you expect, even though you are sowing. I discussed, I think, 9 fundamental principles of sowing right. The principle of qualification, the principle of inventory, all of that stuff. I discussed that in that book called What Happened to My Harvest. I encourage you to get that book. But know this, the key of sowing is one of the most powerful keys for you to command favor in your life on a daily basis without waiting to say, okay, maybe. There's no maybe there. May the Lord give you wisdom for today. That is the red pill of today. You can choose to start turning that key today by learning how to sow into every area that you want a blessing. Or you can choose to continue to swallow the blue pill, thinking that all you need to do is go to night vigil, or for somebody to lay hands on you or anoint you with anointing oil, and then you will receive harvest. It's your choice. The Lord bless you really good. Pastor O is out for today. I'll see you in the next episode.